Okay guys, so how to fit a cat pack. I'm going to try and keep this video as straight and to the point as possible. Yours truly has fitted a JJ Customs cat pack to this 8S Armour Infraction. So what does a cat pack do? Why is it vital for those high speed runs? Think of it this way guys, if you go and tune your road car and you fit a whacking great engine on there that can generate 500 horsepower more than your existing car, you've got your normal fuel tank on there, and you've still got the existing fuel pump. The engine is sucking a huge amount of power through there, and your little fuel pump is going, I can't keep up, I can't keep up. But it can do up to a certain point, and you're getting like 90% of the power there, and so you're close to that 500 horsepower, but not quite there. And it's at this point guys where the cat pack comes in, because it kind of gives that little fuel pump you'd have on a manual car, that little boost your engine to generate the full amount of horsepower on here. When you're going at high speed, maybe when you're pushing the gear in and you suddenly find the car's like you're driving the handbrake on it, almost stutters. This is like, and you can hear the revs, like the engine's hunting round for revs on the RC engine on there. That's when you need the cat pack guys, because that's when the cat pack provides that little bit of extra boost or fuel, if you like, to even out the peaks in the current that the motor's drawing. And that's the best kind of analogy I can think of in terms of what a cat pack does guys. It provides you with that little extra 5-10%. That's the difference between maybe running 115 and 121 miles an hour. So how do you fit one? Dead easy. And the one I've got fitted to this is the JJ Customs one, which is rated to 12S guys. Link to it below the video. Just remember guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe. So how do we go about fitting that cat pack I was just talking about guys? Well, first of all, you're going to need a cat pack. Now this one from JJ Customs is actually rated up to 12S guys, so that should be no problem at all fitting it to my 8S Armour Infraction. Now the one thing being guys, when fitting a cat pack is you need to think about where you're going to sit it in the car before you go about soldering it in, to make sure you need to take into account length of leads, etc. on there, although you want to keep the leads as short as possible ideally. In my case, I'm going to be able to fit the cat pack down here where the original Armour Infraction ESC used to sit. How are you going to wire it in? Now first of all guys, if you get a cat pack like this and you wire the connector to it yourself, make sure you fit the connector the wrong way round compared to a normal battery. But keeping the polarity the same, but I mean fit the connector so it's the same as the one on the car, so you have no possibility of plugging the cat pack in and a battery in there. That could be fatal, causing the battery to simply explode in there. The battery needs to go in parallel with the ESC guys. The last thing you want to be able to do is put the wrong connector on there and be able to plug that in there, do that by accident, that thing's going to explode. However, doing it the way I've done it, we're simply going to be able to plug the lead into there, and the cat pack is going to solder onto there. Any questions you might have, fire away in the comment section below. Putting the cat pack to one side, both of these leads are already tinned up on here. I've had to cut back the heat shrinking on here. Now you can buy supersized heat shrink to go over that. I'm not too worried at the minute because I'm not planning on running the Armour Infraction in the wet, and that plastic is just keeping everything nice and dry. Anyway, these wires are already pre-tinned. Anybody wants to know how to solder these XT90 connectors, I did a video on that just the other day, so I'll put a link to that if anybody wants to know how to do it. So now to fit the cat pack, I'm simply going to solder these two leads in parallel, so black to black, red to red, and then cat pack's ready to go. Okay guys, one thing you can notice, you use a crocodile clip to hold the two leads together while you're soldering it in, because I found it to be a little bit tricky. Okay guys, cat pack soldered on. It is a little bit of movement in there. The tape, the heat shrink tape seems to hold this very rigid around here, so I'm going to get some insulation tape just for a minute in order to put on so that's not going anywhere, although it doesn't move around inside the car too much. But that is my cat pack now ready to try on. Bit of tape on the underside, stick it down there, wiring in place, and we're ready to go. So guys, that's exactly how you fit a cat pack. Don't put it in series with any of the connectors on it. You want it in parallel, wired across the positive and the negative on the ESC. You want to limit the amount of heat you put in there because you don't want too much heat soak going back into the ESC. But anyway, now my JJ Customs cat pack is all ready to go in the Armour Infraction 8S. So you don't want to miss this test, then don't forget to subscribe guys. Okay guys, like I said at the start, we'll try and keep it straight to the point on this video. Fitting a cat pack, dead easy. Positive to positive, negative to negative. Make your connector so you can't possibly plug it in by accident if you're running two batteries in series, because the thing will blow itself to pieces potentially, and that is not the fault of JJ Customs or whatever cat pack manufacturer you got it from. It needs to be in parallel with your power system guys, not in series. Anyway, end of Richie's lecture for the day. Hope you found that useful. If you did, by all means subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. Well, I hope you found this video and finding a cat pack useful, guys. There is a link to the JJ Customs cat pack that I use below this video where you can buy it online. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.